Facebook. I hope your day has been blessed and productive. Today I have a great word for you. But before I get into my topic, I just want to show my thanks. And I'm so grateful. And it's truly an honor to continue to work for the Lord and to have you support us and to do this. It's just truly been a blessing experience. And I want to thank you. But today's topic is stop believing the hype. I believe that we're living in a time where acceptance plays a big part in our society. We're living in a time where everybody want to use an excuse to do what they want to do. Let me give you an example. This came from the earth. It can't be nothing wrong smoking a little weed. I mean, this weed helps me. It brings down my stress and I feel like I can't stop. So I'm just going to keep smoking my weed. We're living in a time where everybody wants the green light to act accordingly to their will and their way. We're living in an anything goes, just let it flow society. Let me give you an example. Hey girl, what's up? Hey, I know we just met. Been kicking it for a little bit, but what's up? Let's kick it, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to? Alright, let's go. 1 year later, I, the judge in the family court services, order you to pay $3,000 in child support. $3,000? Oh, hell no, man. Anytime you act out of the will of God, the consequences are devastating. But most of the time, we want what we want so bad that we'll do just about anything or listen to just about anybody to get it. Yeah, what's up, bro? He got them what? Oh, you know what? We could get that. Yeah, T down? Okay. Check it out. I'll meet up with y'all boys in a few. On the way. 3 days later. It's so hard to say goodbye to my homemade. Rest easy, bro. Sometimes the sin we commit pays the ultimate penalty. In the Bible, God had already said in Genesis chapter 2, verse 16 through 17, mankind, Adam and Eve, had already set his sights on what he wanted, and all he needed was just justification to act on it. But I need to tell you this evening that it doesn't matter who's trying to convince you. Move contrary to what God had already said. Don't do like Adam and Eve. Don't get caught up in the madness. Don't get caught up in the drama. Stop believing the hype. You can't get caught up in the hype. It's half-truths, misinformation. You can't get caught up in what the enemy will have you to be in. 3 reasons. When you start to believe the hype, you will definitely find yourself in the midst of a setup. Genesis chapter 3, verse 1 through 6. Satan is subtle, cunning, crafty, calculating, shrewd, and sly. John chapter 8, verse 44. For he is a liar and the father of it. One of his main objectives is to convince you to do something you just shouldn't do. When you listen to the devil, he does 2 things. He makes you question God's word and makes God look harsher than he is. You need to understand, in the garden, they only had 1 rule. There were hundreds of trees to eat from, but they passed them to get to this one. The devil will try to set you up for a fall, but hype is nothing more but deception. Eve began to make her conscience feel better by justifying her actions. God said don't eat of it, but he didn't say don't touch it. The enemy will convince you to think negative about God. He'll make it seem like a burden to follow God. Understand, it's all a setup. Then the serpent said to Eve, "For God knows in the day you eat of it, your eyes will be open, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." Then the enemy entices you and hooks you with half-truths. See, he wasn't lying. He just showed Eve the pleasurable things, but left out the end results. My point is, sin may be pleasurable for a season, but the end result is death. See, the truth of the matter is the devil will show you the pleasure of drinking, but not the result of alcoholism. The pleasure of illicit sex, but not the result of HIV and AIDS. The pleasure of drugs, but not the result of addiction. So I tell you, don't get caught up in the trap, in the setup, because one who gets trapped in the setup will eventually sell out. I hope that this word impact you and somehow change things in your life. There's no judging going on here, by the way. It's just sometimes we need to hear strong truth. That's why I stay on Jesus, because he's the ultimate lover, the ultimate protector, the ultimate provider, and he is the ultimate receiver. Receive you right in his arms and love you tight. If you enjoy this, please share it. Peace, love, and happiness.